Hi everyone, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to make a quick and easy masculine birthday card with a pre-batched background. Now this is my chocolate box full of panels that have yet to be turned into cards. I'm sure you guys probably have something similar here, but I'm going to show you a photo of the finished card to show you where we're headed, but I was able to use some pre-batched items to save time and pull this card together in a jiffy. So to start, I'm just going to flip through and kind of see what my options are. I'm actually making this card for my husband for his birthday. I don't have a whole lot of time, sadly, so I'm not kind of starting from the beginning to the end in this case. I'm going to use some items that I already have available to me to save some time in this case. So flipping through, kind of pulling out some maybes. I have that other box on the side. I can't tell you how helpful this is to have something like this. So if you're maybe monoprinting or using your jelly plate or stenciling or just playing with new inks, always save the backgrounds because you never know when they can come in handy to make a card really quickly and not have to start from the beginning. Now these are panels that I had made in a different video. The one I ended up using was actually a monoprint. So I believe I used some sort of spray, either a shimmer spray or maybe a Distress Oxide spray. I believe they were shimmer sprays. And then I used a monoprint, meaning I used the ink that was left over on the stencil from the spray and then printed it on another panel. And that's what I used there. So this is a stamp set. It comes with the stamp and die. And as you can see, I actually had already stamped it. That was also in my background box, but I didn't want the whole panel. I just wanted the sentiment. So I'm using this kind of guide from a previous cutout to line it up to make sure I have it perfectly straight because I want the border and the margin to be exact. And I'm using that, and I'm just going to mint tape everything down. So if you have something that's a little bit fussy with die cutting and hard to line up, create yourself a template and just keep it in the packaging. That way you can line up and see through that opening exactly where it's going to die cut, and then you won't have the frustration of it not cutting correctly. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I have no idea if the stamp and die is still available. If it is, I will link it in the video description box below. And that stenciled background is a really cool stencil. I will show you the name in a moment. It's 𝗵𝗲𝗃 something from A Colorful Life Designs. And I do have a coupon, Amy Fan 10. There you go, 𝗵𝗲𝗃 pinwheel stencil. And I use this really cool die that cuts out all these kind of wonky squares. And I'm using my pokey tool from my friend Judy just to kind of run it along. It's very satisfying. You can't really hear the clicking because I have it muted, but it makes a really fun kind of whooshy sound when you pop all those little bits out. And I just use my little mini Hoover that I have in my craft room or just wipe it all off into my trash can. But here I wanted to bring in some of the navy and green from the stamping, but I wanted it subtle. So I'm actually going to use this little scrap of pattern paper, and I'm going to back that to the A2 size and attach that down onto my card base. Now my card base is a A2 size, so US A2, 4¼ inches by 5½. It's 120-pound accent opaque cardstock, and I'm just using my tape runner to attach this little bit of color from the pattern paper, and then I will pop up this panel just to give it some separation and kind of allow that cool blue and green to show through the holes in the die cutting. Now this is very thick. This is, well, not very thick. It's 2mm thick. It feels thick to me now since I've been using the thinner 1mm, but this is 1-inch wide foam tape from scrapbook.com. And I'm going to remove the backer, place that down, and basically attach all the little pieces parts before I move on to the blingage. So I'm going to line this up and then also use this. Now I'm not mailing it, so it can be dimension to the high heavens because I just have to hand it to my husband. I don't have to ship it. Now, if you were to ship it, you might want to use maybe a thinner 1mm thick profile or maybe not double up so that it's easier to go through the post. But this is a really fun, easy masculine card. I pulled it together quickly with these items already in my stash. And I have this really pretty I think satin matte navy is what it's called. This bling is also from A Colorful Life Designs. And you can also use my coupon, Amy Fan 10. So check out this small woman-owned business in Texas. She has loads of amazing stencils and card bling. Now I'm going to use this little sentiment strip from Tailored Expressions. These storage boxes are also from Tailored Expressions. I absolutely love them. I'm just going to use it I was considering on the front of the card, but I decided to put it on the inside just to kind of finish off the card. And I'm going to stamp the back with my custom stamp from Jessica Lynn Originals. So it says, "It's your day." And then on the inside, I already can't remember what I said. Can't remember. Oh, I think, "Oh, happy birthday hot stuff. See, it's for my husband. Anyway, I liquid glued that down, and that's going to finish the card. And yes, he did like it. So I have to report that back. It has passed his birthday, and he enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.